There is one decision during a home invasion that determines everything. Whether you walk out, whether your family walks out, whether anyone walks out at all. It is not about your gun. It is not about your locks. It is not about how tough you think you are. It is a decision you will make in under 5 seconds, in the dark, with adrenaline flooding your system and your hands shaking. And most people, when that moment comes, make the wrong one. I am saving that decision for the end of this video, because the 6 rules before it are designed to put you in a position where that decision becomes obvious instead of impossible. It is 3 in the morning, glass breaks downstairs, or the back door shutters and goes silent, or you hear footsteps in a room that should be empty. Your heart rate just went from 60 to 140 in under 2 seconds. Your brain is screaming, but your body is frozen. Welcome to the first 60 seconds of a home invasion. What you do right now, not tomorrow, not after you have thought about it, right now, decides how this ends. I am Max, and today on Outfox Apocalypse, we are not talking about how to fortify your home. I have a whole video on that. Go watch it. We are not talking about what weapons to keep in your house. I have that video too. Today we are talking about what happens during, the moment it is already happening. The 60 seconds between the sound of breaking glass and either your escape or your worst nightmare. 7 decisions in order. Here is how you survive. Number 1, the wake up protocol. The first 3 seconds, you hear the sound. Your body floods with adrenaline. Your brain does one of 3 things: fight, flight, or freeze. And here is the one nobody talks about. Most people freeze. Not because they are cowards, because the human brain is not wired for sudden threat at 3 in the morning. It takes 3 to 5 seconds for your prefrontal cortex to override the freeze response and start making decisions. Those 3 to 5 seconds are the most dangerous seconds of your life, because while you are frozen, the intruder is moving. Here is what you do. Before tonight, before you need this, put a pair of shoes and clothes under your bed. Right now. Tonight. Shoes and clothes. So that if you wake up at 3 in the morning, you are not barefoot in your underwear trying to make survival decisions. It sounds small. It is not small. The act of reaching down, grabbing shoes, putting them on, that physical action breaks the freeze. It gives your hands something to do while your brain catches up. 3 seconds of fumbling with shoes is 3 seconds of your body moving instead of locking up. Next to those shoes, your phone, a flashlight, and if you have one, your firearm. Those 4 items within arm's reach of your sleeping position, not across the room, not in a safe in the closet down the hall, right there. Because you are not going on a scavenger hunt in the dark while someone is in your house. Number 2, the listening pause. Seconds 3 through 10. Do not move yet. Do not run. Do not shout. Listen. Your house makes sounds you know. The fridge humming, the furnace clicking, the foundation settling. What you just heard was not one of those sounds. Now you need to figure out what it was. How many sets of footsteps? One person sounds very different from 3. Where are they? Downstairs? Same floor? Moving toward you or away? Are they talking? Talking means coordination, means a group, means a plan. Silence might mean a single opportunist who is just as scared as you are. Here is something a retired cop once shared. If you hear drawers opening, they are looking for valuables. They want stuff, not you. If you hear doors closing one by one, they are checking rooms. They are looking for people. If you hear nothing at all after the initial sound, that is the worst one. That means they stopped, because they heard you. And here is a number that should change how you sleep tonight. According to the Bureau of Justice Statistics, 40% of home break-ins happen through an unlocked door or window. Not forced entry, not a kicked-in frame. An open door, an unlocked window. 40% of home invasions are an open invitation. Lock your doors tonight, every one of them. These 7 seconds of listening give you the information you need for every decision that follows. Rushing out of your bedroom without listening first is how people run straight into the threat they are trying to escape. Number 3, the family check. You know where the intruder is. Now, where is your family? If you live alone, skip this. If you have a partner, children, elderly parents in the house, their location changes everything. If they are in the room with you, good, you move together. If they are across the hall, you need a plan to get to them. If they are downstairs where the sound came from, the math just changed completely. This is why families need a plan before tonight. A word, a signal, something that means get to the safe room now. We use a specific word in our house that means nothing in normal conversation, but means everything at 3 in the morning. Your kids should know it. Your partner should know it. If they hear that word, they move. No questions, no hesitation. If you do not have a safe room, pick one tonight. Interior room, no windows or one window. A door that locks. The bathroom works. The master closet works. Anywhere that puts a locked door between your family and the threat while you figure out the next move. By the way, do you know how many steps it is from your bed to your kid's bedroom door? Could you get there in the dark with your eyes closed? If you have never counted, count tonight. And every one of these steps leads to decision 7, the one most people get fatally wrong. Number 4, the escape decision. This is the fork in the road. Can you get out, yes or no? If the intruder is downstairs and you are upstairs, can you get your family to a window, onto a roof overhang, down a trellis, to a neighbor? If the intruder is at the front and your back door is clear, can you get everyone out the back? Here is the rule that most people get backwards. Escape is always the first choice. Not fighting, not hiding. Escaping. Your ego will tell you this is your house and you should defend it. Your ego is wrong. Your house is drywall and furniture. Your family is irreplaceable. If there is a clear path out, take it, every single time. You are not abandoning your home. You are prioritizing your family. Navy SEALs do not stay and fight when extraction is available. They extract. You should too. And here is a trick I use that ties into one of my earlier home defense videos. Near my front door, in a drawer, I keep some cash and coins. Not a lot. Enough for a quick errand, enough to pay a delivery driver without hunting for my wallet. But it has a dual purpose. A small-time thief, someone breaking in for drug money, for example, finds a drawer with cash near the entrance and takes it. That might be enough. He got what he came for. He leaves. You never have to see him. Further inside, not as obvious. There is a slightly larger amount. And beyond that, decoy stashes of food and water. Each one buys time. Each one creates a chance that the intruder takes the bait and goes before you ever have to make decisions 5, 6, or 7. I would rather lose $50 in a drawer than test his mental state against my family's safety. Once you are out, run, not to the front yard where you are visible, to a neighbor you trust, or to any well-lit area with people. Call 911 from outside. Give them your address, how many intruders you heard, where in the house they are, and that you are armed if you are. Then stay on the line and stay out. Number 5, the noise decision. You cannot escape. They are between you and every exit. You are in your bedroom or your safe room with your family. Now what? Make noise. A lot of it. Rack a shotgun. There is no sound on earth more universally understood than a shotgun being racked in a dark hallway. Shout, I am armed. I have called 911. Police are on their way. Get out of my house. Say it loud. Say it clear. Repeat it. Why? Because most home intruders do not want a fight. They want your stuff. They want an easy target. The moment they realize the house is occupied, armed, and the police are coming, the risk calculation flips. The vast majority of home invaders will leave at this point. They will find an easier house. You are not being brave. You are being loud. There is a difference. Loud gives them a reason to leave. Quiet gives them a reason to keep looking. We are one decision away from the one I have been holding back. Number 6. The fight decision. They did not leave. You cannot escape. They are coming toward you. This is the scenario nobody wants, but everyone needs to plan for. Here is the truth about fighting during a home invasion. Cuts and bruises heal. Broken bones heal. The fear of being hit is almost always worse than actually being hit. Your body is more resilient than you think, especially with adrenaline in your system. You will not feel pain the way you expect. You will feel it tomorrow. Tonight, you fight. But, and this matters, check your ego. You are not in a movie. If there is one intruder and you are armed or trained, the math is in your favor. If there are 3 or 4 of them, the math is not in your favor, no matter how many martial arts classes you have taken. Strength in numbers is real, and real life is not choreographed. Against one, fight. Against several, barricade, delay, and wait for police. Use furniture. Use doors. Use time. Every minute you delay is a minute closer to sirens. If you do fight, do not wait for them to make the first move. Action beats reaction. The person who moves first has the advantage, and fight to end it, not to win a round. This is not a sparring match. This is survival. And remember, you are never truly unarmed in your own home. I keep fire extinguishers within a couple of steps in almost every room. One is right next to my desk. I can reach it without standing up. If you saw my last video, you know that red cylinder gives you 15 to 20 feet of blinding chemical cloud. That is not just for fires. That is for anyone who comes through a door uninvited at 2 in the morning. I work from home at night often, and that means I might hear them too late. The extinguisher is my insurance. But it is not the only thing. A cast iron pan is 5 pounds of blunt force. A handful of ground pepper thrown in someone's face blinds them just as well as any commercial spray. The leg of a chair, the edge of a shelf. You live in a warehouse of improvised weapons. Use them. And now. Number 7. The decision I have been holding back since the first sentence of this video. The one that most people get catastrophically wrong. The stop decision. You fought, you won. The intruder is down, or running, or gone. Adrenaline is screaming through your body. Every instinct says chase. Finish it. Run them down. Make them pay for what they did to your family, your home, your sense of safety. Do not. The moment the threat is leaving, you stop. You do not chase them down the street. You do not fire at their back as they run away. You do not follow them to their car. You do not continue hitting them after they are no longer a threat. Here is why. Legally, in most states, your right to use force ends the moment the threat ends. A fleeing intruder is no longer a threat. Shooting a fleeing person is not self-defense. It is homicide. People have gone to prison for decades because they could not stop when the fight was over. Your adrenaline does not care about the law. Your adrenaline wants blood. You need to override it. And tactically, a cornered criminal fights like a cornered animal. If you chase them and they turn around, the fight restarts on their terms, not yours. Outside, in the dark. Away from your safe position. Away from your family, who is now unprotected because you went hunting. Your only job is to keep your family safe. Not to apprehend criminals, not to deliver justice, not to protect your television. Keep your family safe. The moment the threat is gone, you won. Stop fighting. Lock the door. Call the police. Hold your family. It is over. Let me give you the full picture. 7 decisions, 60 seconds. 1. The Wakeup protocol. Shoes, phone, flashlight, weapon within arm's reach. Break the freeze. 2. The listening pause. 7 seconds of silence tells you more than 7 minutes of panic. 3. The family check. Where are they? Signal word. Safe room. 4. The escape decision. If you can get out every single time. 5. The noise decision. Rack it. Shout it. Give them a reason to leave. 6. The fight decision. 1 attacker. Fight first. Several attackers. Barricade and delay. 7. The stop decision. Threat is leaving. You stop. No chasing, no shooting backs. Your only job is your family. If you have seen my other home defense videos, you know how to fortify your home, what weapons are already hiding in your house, and how to build a survival fort from your living room. This video is the piece that connects all of that. Because all the preparation in the world means nothing if you freeze when the glass breaks. Tonight, before you go to sleep, put shoes under your bed, phone on the nightstand, pick a safe room, tell your family the word. A deadbolt costs $12. A door reinforcement kit costs $30. A pair of shoes under your bed costs nothing. The plan you make tonight costs nothing. And the absence of a plan costs everything. 5 minutes of preparation. That might be the most important 5 minutes you spend this year. Save this video. Share it with someone who lives alone. Share it with your parents. Share it with anyone you care about who has never thought about what they would do if they heard glass break at 3 in the morning. If this video changed how you think about your home, subscribe. The pack shares knowledge. That is how we survive. Tell me in the comments, do you have a plan? Have you talked to your family about it? And which decision surprised you most? Everything in this video is for educational and informational purposes only. Self-defense laws vary dramatically by state and country. Castle doctrine, stand your ground, and duty to retreat laws differ in every jurisdiction. What is legal in Texas may send you to prison in New Jersey. Always consult a qualified attorney about the use of force laws in your specific state. Never use more force than is legally justified, and always prioritize de-escalation and escape over confrontation. Stay safe. Max out.